Okay, so here we are again in another video, and today we're gonna start with DXY. First of all, I have to say that I'm really tired today, as I woke up at 6:20 in the morning. I went for a run in the mountain, and then I started with trading and then working. Well, I know a lot of people may do a lot of things too, but today I'm tired. Just like that, okay? So I'm gonna try to explain everything and be focused and try not to look like a dead guy, but I can't promise a shit. Okay, so today we're gonna start with DXY. Sincerely, this morning DXY said really nothing to me. Like, I was looking at this chart, and yeah, we had this previous daily high here, but no relevant liquidity here. I liked that after taking this previously low, we had this week, and then we had this clean break to downside. It's true that here we have some sort of probably SMT, so this could be a fake reaction to then move down. Not sure about that, but right now it's what I would think. And well, yeah, we had really nothing. I even thought that it could do this. Okay, maybe it would take the previous daily low, but we had all the liquidity taken from the left, more or less, as the breakup started was here and the relevant liquidity was here. So there was really no relevant liquidity here apart from previous daily low. And with this clean break to the downside, who's selling here? Really, sorry, who's buying here? I think no one. So well, it's difficult to say. It's easy now, but in that moment, that were my thoughts more or less. Okay, but I wasn't sure. So when I'm not sure about the XY, I just go to the other chart and see what can I see. Okay. So Euro USD, pretty interesting chart. We took the previous weekly high, as you remember from yesterday. It went back and took some liquidity here. I'm gonna show you right now. So on H1 we had this relevant liquidity on H1, but probably it would take all of these. And as I said yesterday, this was all buyers liquidity being created, and they were creating it to take it today. Okay, so that's why this is the smartest people in the market. I don't use RSI. Okay, just for you to know, but I have it here. I don't know why. I think I did some test one day, but yeah, not using it as I don't want to depend on any indicator. Okay, I only have this one, but I can create it by myself. I even have it saved, so it's not like an essential thing. It's a guide, yes, but well. So first of all, we had this chart with this clean break to the upside, so I thought about selling. The thing here is that I don't have the continuation to study it. So when I saw this break to the upside with these wicks and then this clean break, with these reactions here, I thought this could be a good sell, at least to take this R5 liquidity. But I think there is not relevant liquidity. The R5 liquidity is probably here or here, but I would say it's here, as all of that are wicks. Okay, so I saw this and I thought, good sell, but I don't have confirmations for that, and I'm trying to do everything correctly, properly. With I have to start studying the pattern that I trade right now, that it's taking relevant liquidity to the left, break of a structure on M5, and then mitigation or confirmation on M1 and everything. So, but I have to study the profitability of that strategy, and when I have that, I'm going to go for another one. I think I'm going to start with reversals, as I usually trade reversals, but I think looking for some continuation sometimes is pretty good. In this case, it was pretty good. Okay, I think, well, yeah, the round liquidity on M5 was here. Now I remember. Okay, so that was wrong. Here, because it broke this to the left, we had this reaction not taking this, so that's why I even thought more about selling here. But I don't know where it can arrive. Okay, so I just waited for a break obstructor. We had no break obstructor. Well, we had it, but no mitigation. So well, a lot of text. Then we had this clean break to the upside, but the price remained here and then moved to the upside again. So we had no rally with the M5, so I didn't think about buying here. Of course, not having rally liquidity, it's too clear zone. It's a good break, but too clear and everything. So I just thought this looks like a trap, and yeah, if it was a fucking trap. And then it moved down. We had this break obstructor here, but nothing to the left. So not trading this. Okay. Let's see, GU. Here we had a trade today on GU. Well, here we took this high, but I didn't even know it this morning, okay? So I didn't look at it. I just saw it this afternoon. So we had the previous daily high here with this break. It's true that we have a week. It's true. So I didn't really like this week, but in that moment I saw it clearly. I had conviction, which is the most important thing for me. And well, so you can see a lot of things here. Previous daily high, fake break to the downside. Here we have the break of a structure to the upside and relevant liquidity on M5. This is the low that creates this relevant liquidity, and here we have the break of structure. So the break of structure is created by this high, but the other this relevant liquidity is taken by this relevant liquidity. That's why I look for the trade. So you can see in the end it took this relevant liquidity on M5, but I didn't see this in the morning, and I just trade this here, as I don't have an account right now because I'm trying to study everything before having one, and probably if I have one I'm going to open one in DarwinX. But well, so you would say, why did you take this trade? Okay, so for me it was like break obstructor to the downside, taking relevant liquidity on M5 here. It's true that we took liquidity down here. This is the H1 break obstructor. So I in that moment I saw it clearly. Like here we had sellers from the previous daily high. Here we had buyers, a strong move to the upside. I saw momentum. Okay, I saw on M5 I waited and I saw this candle closing here. It's a clean candle. On M1 I saw this break. It started breaking structure to downside, and with this engulfing candle I waited for the mitigation and see another engulfing candle, and we have it right here. Like, but I opened the trade a little bit before, and it's true that it was now that I see it, it's not really a really clean trade. Here I even doubted about eliminating the trade and closing the trade, as I tried to think as if I had an account, but I didn't do it. And then when it broke, probably I would have placed break even after this break here, probably, but I waited for this one. Well, as I saw momentum, and I thought with the previous daily high we could have a reaction to the upside, but we had not. And then, well, we had this strong move, 50% here because it's more or less the half of my position, and here usually I don't wait for the trade to be closed. If I'm looking at the chart, I just close it when I feel it. and this candle was really strong right here, and I usually close the trades before the TP. Okay, it just makes me feel better because for things like that, like imagine you have a trade 1 to 3.50 or something like this. I don't know, or 60, yeah, 60 more or less. And imagine seeing a big candle right here, just for maybe what's here, half a pip. I'm not going to close the trade. Of course, I'm going to close the trade. Of course, I'm not. My life is not going to change for half a pip. And if I'm looking at the chart, I just feel better closing it. Okay, so I just close the trades. It just makes me feel better because I would hate myself if I don't close the trade here and I see it and then it comes back. Okay, even that I had a 50% and break even, but I prefer to close them. And then we had these reactions here, which it meant that probably we would take that in the future, and it was creating liquidity. So it moved to the downside with strength. Not taking really driving liquidity to the left for me. Well, maybe yeah. Yeah, this break obstructor, and it took this driving liquidity on F5, so it's pretty crazy when it takes driving liquidity and it works that good. As you can see, driving liquidity and it reacts perfectly. Well, just crazy. Well, I discovered this from a guy our driving liquidities, but not like in this level. I just traded. I think I'm all maybe the only person that I don't know that it trades like this, and it's just fucking crazy. Like I don't have the confirmations and the knowledge yet, but you can do some good things. Okay, so break obstructor. It took this driving liquidity and one. A little bit higher for my like I like it lower, and then we had mitigation and movement to the upside. Okay, so out of timing, not trading that, and then we had this movement, no break obstructor, then another movement, break obstructor, mitigation here, and movement to the downside. Okay, so this could have been a good trade, but seeing this week and everything, I wouldn't trade that. Okay. Ooh, long video. Okay. I was tired, but I'm liking it today. Well, I like it every day, but today I'm feeling like I have a lot of things to explain. Okay, so now from now on, it's going to be simpler. Okay. So previous weekly low on USD we took that liquidity with this week, but it was a pretty clean break, and then we had another break to the downside, but bigger week here, which could mean liquidity was entering. It's true that we had the break obstructor here and the relevant liquidity. It was taken. Yeah, I don't like it, and it's too far from. Yeah. So I wasn't expecting I was expecting a buy. You can see it was perfect because we had this break obstructor here. It's true that I didn't like this dragon liquidity M5, but yeah. But seeing this week, it's true that we had probably sellers here. And what I didn't like it was this week, and this week. It's true that these are like equal lows with the Asia low, so probably they are creating buyers liquidity here, and then mitigating here. But I don't like the trade. Okay, I just don't like it. I don't like those weeks. I don't like that we have no rival liquidity. So I had this placed here to see the confirmation, but after having a TP, yeah, I'm not trading that for sure. And then we had this rival liquidity on M5 taken and a lot of liquidity here. and boom to the upside. Okay, so yeah, not liking that. I even thought about not selling, but maybe it could go down and take some liquidity and then move up. But yeah, it just exploded and moved to the upside. Okay, so on M1, it's true that that the break probably obstructor is here, but a lot of things I'm not going to draw there. USD CHF. Okay, so we took this previous weekly low, as you remember from yesterday too, and this low here, which we had liquidity for sure, probably. And it's looking really good. I don't know if we're gonna take this. I think so at some point. This round liquidity on H1, as for me, this liquidity, this buyer's liquidity is too clear, and with this strong move to the upside and everything, here we had sellers, but I don't know if maybe we have more sellers and it continues going up. But yeah, we have round liquidity there, so I just have to look at it. Here, really good chart. Okay, so we had round liquidity on H1 that took the previous weekly low here. And what I saw this morning was that we had these equal highs, break to the downside to induce them, and then break to the upside. Okay, so here we had this week, buyer's week, then this huge candle on M5, inducing sellers before taking the rally within H1, having a break of structure, respecting the rally within H1, and here I thought about buying, but it's not one of my confirmed trades, it's just a continuation. And the target was pretty simple. Okay, so I just wanted to trade it. Like for example, here you have this break of structure here. So more or less, this was my trade. Okay, this was my trade, but I'm not trading that. I'm not trading that. I had a lot of fucking conviction. Maybe not that much, but I had a lot of conviction. I didn't know if it could continue lower, but it's not a trade that I usually trade. So yeah, I just didn't trade it, but I love it. And then I saw this, and I thought about selling here, but not my timing, of course. And then we had this Remal liquidity on M5 here, precious. It reacted with the wick, it induced buyers with this candle, boom, it takes them out. Another huge candle, same candle, inducing sellers. And I thought about buying here, but not my trades again. And it's true that I thought about buying, like I wasn't going to buy, but at least place it here. It respects this Real liquidity on H1. It takes this low. Perfect buy. Okay, it's just a perfect buy for me. Not perfect. Okay, not perfect, but I had a lot of fucking conviction here, and it was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy here. As we had reactions, S&T reactions, and everything. So, wow. I just love it. It's just like that, okay? I just felt it, and yeah. And sometimes even though you feel it, I'm trying to convince myself not to feel it because I have to have proven market strategies, and this is not proven yet. But yeah, I just saw it and I thought goodbye here, and yeah, it was a good one. But my relief starts when I think about, yeah, it closed this candle, we had this one, but who says it doesn't continue going lower and takes this liquidity here? Like, I don't know where it's going to stop. And if you wait for the break of structure, as you can see, I'm going to eliminate that because it bothers me, like, yeah. So the break of structure is here, but we have no confirmation, so yeah, no trade. And then we have this break to the downside, nothing to the left, so nothing to trade. Okay. And to finish this day, we had nothing here, so no problem. Yeah, USD CAT, we had this break to the downside, previous weekly high plus round with H1, previous daily low taken, and these lows here, but no liquidity here for me. And then it went up, taking the liquidity. Why it's going so slower, so slow? Taking the liquidity, clean break, but yeah, it just was an inducement to continue high. Okay. So well, today it's one of my longest videos, maybe the longest, but well, I hope you like it. I explained everything as much as I could. So yeah, I can. Well, see you tomorrow. I think. Well, this weekend I'm going to the mountains, but tomorrow in the morning I'm going to try to trade a little bit. Let's see if I have time to record something or not. Okay. So well, I hope you like it, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.